Who else?
Okay, so we are going live on YouTube.
Coach Mustafa.
Okay. Just give me one moment. It's redirecting. So once you go live, you can.
Right.
Okay, let me just turn the sound down. It's going to be real important that when you guys aren't speaking, that you try to mute yourself. If not, then Steve can mute you. You're live.
All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up, please. Can you hear me, Coach Mustafa?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Good to go. Good to go. Okay. Everybody, thank you for being a part of the roundtable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, 0. And all we just going to do is it's going to be a conversation. That's what we're doing, man. It's like a barbershop conversation. And I got different people from different, genres. I got my boy Brent Taylor, who's a comedian. I got a professional fighter, Stan Martinick. I got a professional and amateur elite, coaches, Coach Gloria Peak and Coach Mustafa, myself as well. And then I have somebody from the media world, Mr. Luke Cattell. And then I have a wild card who is somebody who's not of the boxing world. Well, I can't actually say that because she's my wife, so she is part of the boxing world. But my wife, Mrs. Coach Stokes, who's going to be sitting in. Hey, she's sharp. She's sharp, everybody. I'm telling you that right now. She's sharp when it comes to boxing. But
I heard she 42-0.
42-0. 43-0.
43.
43-0.
With 12 submissions.
12 submissions. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna count down from 3, 2, 1. When I say we live, then we live, and then we're gonna take it from there. Okay? Everybody ready?
Okay. Yep.
Give me a thumbs up if we're ready. Everybody, let me know. Good to go. Good to go. All right, stand by. I'm live right now. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Coach Stokes, Stokes House Boxing Academy, and welcome to Coach Stokes Roundtable, that is. And I just want to let you guys know this is just everybody, people that just love boxing. We just touching down and talking about boxing. That's it. So before I start, I want to start off with an intro to everybody that's my panel that's going to be here today. First off is Gloria Peak, Coach Gloria Peak from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Next, I have Stan the Man Martinick out of California. Then I have Coach Mustafa Meekins out of Atlanta, Georgia. Then I have Brent Taylor, comedian Brent Taylor out of Linwood, California. And then I have Mrs. Coach Stokes out of Stockton, California. How we doing today, everybody?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm doing good.
I'm good as well. I'm doing great, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So this is how I want to go ahead and start everything off. I want to let you guys know the rules to this. The rules to this is you come out swinging. We're going to talk about different agendas when it comes to boxing. You guys are going to have something that we all know of and are very familiar of when it comes to boxing. That's going to be the timer. You get 3 minutes to talk on the subject. When those 3 minutes are up, Coach Peak, we are done talking, everybody. You get 3 minutes. If you are done before the 3 minutes, that is good. I'm going to take the time down, okay? Now, I like to do things old school. And I know you'll be able to appreciate this. Coach Mustafa, because you are a throwback trainer.
Better believe it.
You one of them cats that remind me of Eddie Fudge, Georgie Benton, Emmanuel Stewart, those type of cats. So we're going to take it. We're going more than 12 rounds. However long we do this, is however long we do this. Because why? We ain't got nowhere else to go. We ain't got shit else to do, right? That's what Craig.
Nothing else to do.
Nothing.
We're going to go ahead and enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start time. I'm going to give you guys the first question. I really want to know this because what's going on with COVID-19 right now, they're talking about this quarantine. I really think that Hollywood, for one, is definitely has been talking. You know, the movies that I looked at in the past was like, man, nah, this is crazy. This is far-fetched. This is never going to happen. I see it happening now. I see it happening. I can actually see people walking around with respirators for a while. So my question is, I'm going to start off with Coach Peak. My question is, how have you been dealing with COVID-19 since this has happened?
Well, it's been difficult because my guys are machines and they do not like being, tied down. They like to train. So I've had to get really creative because, once we closed down and we weren't able to train, I had to find other creative ways to keep these guys motivated. So one of the things I do is I use social media, which I wasn't always crazy about, but I use my Instagram and I send out two things. I send out motivational talks to keep them motivated, keep their spirits up. And then I do show and tell like you used to do back in the day when we were kids in school and you would bring something and you show people exactly how to do it. So I put all of my training, exercise, and regimes that I want them to do. I actually tape it and do it myself and do a show and tell and send it to them to do. So I send them their training sessions, and what they have to do is give me feedback as to, how it's going, what's working, what's not working. And then what I do is tweak it and send it out maybe in a different format. So I'm using that. I'm staying in touch with them and trying to keep them motivated and keep their mind on boxing and going in the direction that I need them to go.
Okay.
Now, what I'm not happy about, and I'm going to say it right out, is that there are some gyms that have not closed down. They're still training boxers.
Really?
And that's insane to me. That's insane. How can you say you care about your boxers, and you've got these guys in the gym training and really putting their life in jeopardy? It's one thing if, like with you, Steve, you train your kids. That's different. Okay. It's different if it's your son, maybe your cousin, somebody lives with you or something like that. But to have these boxers constantly coming in the gym, and the government has shut down. USA Boxing has sent out all the information saying shut your gym down. You shouldn't be in there training. And then you still got these jerks. I had a coach call me the other day talking about y'all gonna come over for some sparring. I said, where you been, under a rock? You don't know that the place is shut down, and what are you talking about? Hell no, I'm not coming to your gym picking up anything. So, that's my beef for today, is the fact that, you got some of these coaches that just refuse to close down, and they're the same ones talking out of the side of their mouth about how they care about their athletes. I'm done.
You sure? It's time. 20 seconds left.
I got 20 seconds.
20 seconds. 15
I got a whole. No, I'm going to end it there.
All right. Time. Okay. Hey, we got a late entry. My man, I appreciate it. 2-time cruiserweight world champion, Steve USS Cunningham. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? Don't mute. What's up, y'all? How everybody doing?
Good. Hey, I got to give you the rules. Everybody, you get 3 minutes on a topic, and we're gonna do old school style. We're gonna go as long as we can.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I know you up for it. Then my next person, I'm gonna go ahead and go to. I'm gonna go to Brent.
What up, Coach?
Brent, I know you're not a boxer. You are a comedian, but I told you this when I first met you. I believe comedians are just like fighters, man. You guys have to keep your craft sharp. You got to go in front of a crowd. You got to make something happen out of nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, how have you been surviving during this COVID-19?
That's dope that you said that, man. First of all, thanks for having me, Coach. Shout out to Champ and the coaches around, man. I was here at home self-medicating just now, actually, during the meeting for the COVID. Actually, I was self-medicating. I'm quarantining. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you see, smoke yours.
Smoke.
You know, yours.
That's right.
Yeah. Whatever you do to, you know, stay healthy and stay vibing, whatever, do that within yourself, whatever. But as a comic, I felt what Coach was saying, what she was saying just a moment ago, about how gyms are staying open and everything. That's the same thing a lot with comics. We supposed to be quarantined right now. We supposed to be taking the time right now to get off and, you know, get your social media stuff. You know, I could tell jokes from home, you know, but it's weird because it's kind of similar. Like she said, you get certain people in this business that want to link up or do certain things or do projects, and even I have to slow them down. As crazy as I am, I'm like, yo, it's outbreak. We supposed to be outbreaking right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? That, like, we do take this serious, you know, even us, you know, it's like we gotta. I like how she said she do motivational stuff every day, once a day. I'm starting to do that, you know, like just once a day, just little things, you know, take time out of my day, maybe just crack some motivation or do a little tip here, there, you know, just any start, you know what I'm saying? But nah, taking it serious, man, not trying to mingle and not trying to force no shows. You got people in this. For real, I've heard some private shows go down or people try to approach me with, hey, can you come through and bring some people with you? We got like 30 people gonna be there. I'm like, nah, that don't sound cool right now. So
Right.
That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Brent. Stan the man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, Stan, what have you been doing? I know. I want to hear from a fighter's perspective. What have you been doing to keep active and keep busy?
Well, first off, I want to start off by saying I know this whole coronavirus thing is, you know, got pretty serious, right? So I was doing a little research, right? What I found out, and for you guys can look this up, right? Is taking curcumin and oil of oregano is really good for you. It'll kill off the virus, you know, and that way, if you keep taking it, you guys won't get sick. So that's something you guys want to look into. Maybe go get it at Whole Foods whenever it's open. The curcumin and oil of oregano, and you guys will be good. Back to your question, as far as training, I've been doing a lot of home workouts, you know, just to stay active and, you know, do a little shadow boxing, a lot of body weight exercises. I got kettlebells, dumbbells, and watch some boxing videos, you know what I mean? And do a little bit of studying and doing a little bit of working out. So that's what I've been doing, keeping myself sane, you know, in the house. I really want to go to the gym, but we can't. So I just been doing a little bit of training in the house, and that's all I can do. And once in a while, I'll still go like running about 3 times a week around the block. So
okay, all right,
yeah. But you guys should definitely look into curcumin and oil of oregano. Will definitely help out with your immune system if you guys are afraid of getting sick.
How long have you been taking it?
Well, since about 3 weeks ago, started taking it. I was sitting home bored, you know, doing a little research. What can I do? And I was watching this actually a Russian video in Russian, and the Russian doctor said about the curcumin and oil of oregano. So you guys should definitely look into it.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Coach Mustafa, what have you been? I've been watching your videos. I know you've been getting busy still, but can you explain, you know, what have you been doing to keep sane during this time?
I've been doing a lot of studying, man. Something that I'm a film guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I read on the old time boxing. I study the film. So what I've been doing is shooting all my guys fights to watch.
Okay.
Like film studies and homework, to where they tell me, okay, in this third round or fourth round, what'd you see or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get them to basically just try to build the IQ. Like it is what it is. We down for a while, but you still can you can get better, you can get smarter. You know what I'm saying? You can do a bunch of home workouts, you can do sprints, burpees, stuff like that. I use a lot of the bands. And so I give everybody like a bunch of them before I close the gym down. So I got everybody staying at home doing their band's work, you know what I'm saying, and studying, just trying to become real students, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No
That's what I love
doubt.
to do. Yeah.
Appreciate it, coach. USS, what's going on, big bro?
What's up? What's up?
Man, I can't call it, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, coming in, brother. What
Ain't no
have you
problem.
been what have you been doing?
Man, I'm always busy, even in it's like a vacation for us right now though, because with the gym is closed. I mean, we're here now, but you know, like you said, like Coach said, I have my boys, so you know, we all train. My wife is working out, we work out regularly. We run? The other day we did sprints. We went to this track. We did our sprints. We do our long distance run. We got our 200 push-ups in a day now. You know, I'm instituting that in for them, so we can keep that going afterwards. And really, I got more time to finish my comic books. So I'm drawing a lot, man. Really drawing a lot. But I'm done my first book, you know. So I'm excited. So this time has really got me caught up, you know, to where I want to be.
That's dope, man. You gotta plug in. You gotta give me the link because I definitely want to buy 3 copies for my kids.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, that's what's up, man. Just USS Comics, man. Just follow us on Instagram or Facebook, man. That's where all the info gonna be at.
No doubt, no doubt. Mrs. Coach Stokes,
Ah.
I know we live together. I know we do everything together, but let these people know what you've been doing.
You know what? I think I want to piggyback off of Coach Steve Cunningham, because I think for us it's been a great opportunity to get caught up, and we've been catching up, you know, just with the training app, getting that launched, getting training programs launched, and really truly taking time to just enjoy the family, and also let our kids rest. Because I think what we forget, and I'm the health coach. I'm coming from a health perspective, as a strength and conditioning coach. We forget that our immune system is the quality of our immune system is what really matters. And if your immune system is not strong and you continue to weaken it with exercising, then you become more susceptible to getting sick. So when you are stressed or you have anxiety about what's going on, or you're eating a bunch of food that is not living, that's non-living food, meaning it's fried, it's overcooked, you know, lots of sugar, things like that, we become more susceptible to getting any virus, not just COVID-19, but the flu, a cold, a cough. You know, we can aggravate our autoimmune diseases. And so it's just not, this is a great time. This is actually a great opportunity for my kids to still get a little bit of training in, but also to rest and to recover. Even a simple cough, a little cough, I have my kids resting. I don't have them overworking, because that is something, if your immune system is shut down, you become susceptible to every single thing. That's why those people with autoimmune are more susceptible to catching this COVID-19. But that's basically what we've been doing, disinfecting the gym, becoming more knowledgeable, showing our kids how to survive in when there's scarcity. Like my kids, everybody's tripping off of toilet paper. My kids are young, they're millennials, right? Like, little boy, go get you a cup, put some warm water in it, drop it down your booty, and then go jump in the shower, right? You know, those are things that no toilet paper, I'm just saying, no toilet paper is not the end of the world.
Yeah,
right?
Brent. Yeah, Brent.
Listen, no toilet paper is not the end of the world the way media brings us out to be. So it really gives me a chance to educate my kids on how to cook, what foods stretch, why we eat certain foods, why we work out the way we do. So they have an understanding, so they're not afraid.
Right.
Because I don't want them to be afraid of getting sick. I want them to be knowledgeable about, okay, basics, wash my hands, do what I need to do, stop touching everything and then touching my face. Those are things we learn in kindergarten. And I think a lot of us that are going crazy forgot that those are things that we learn since we start walking. We're told to do those things. So that's pretty much it on our end. Well, on my end.
On your end.
And then trying to handle all of this.
No problem. I want to know this. Has it been physically tough for you coaches not being able to go to the gym or not being able to physically touch and reach out and talk to your fighters. You know, Coach Mustafa, that's what I want to know. I mean, has it been tough? Because I know you're really tight, man, with your boys like Mac Truck and those guys like that.
It's been an adjustment, man, because I'm used to, I'm used to being in the gym from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So even home with my wife is like we would argue a couple of times just because I'm used to being in the gym, that start the room, you know what I'm saying? Me fussing at my guys, working out, getting them doing things. So it's been adjustment, but it's cool though. I'm kind of my second weekend, so I'm pretty used to it now. So smooth sailing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good to go. Good to go. Glad to hear that. Coach Peak,
Uh,
how has it been for you?
it's been horrible. You know how I am in the gym. First of all, my boys, that's my family. Okay. So I'm used to being in the gym. I'm used to getting hugs, to giving hugs, and I'm used to ripping them a brand new one. So, they said the other day, I can't believe this, coach. I miss your screaming and yelling at me and jumping on me and stuff like that. It's, I mean, it's all a part of the love. And I like that physical connection, that touch, because what I see them do, I can make adjustments, right on the spot. Hey, let's adjust this, let's tweak that. And when you don't have that, you can't be there, see them physically touch it. It just makes it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging. And I'm doing what I can on this end to step up to it, but it's definitely a little more trying, because I love being in the gym.
Definitely.
I mean, I usually have to kick them out. I tell them, listen, I don't care where you go, but you got to leave here. You got to go home. I got a home to go to too,
Right.
because these guys will stay there all night if I let them.
Right.
So yeah.
Think. Well, I was watching WWE the other night, and I noticed that WWE is still getting that money. They still got the wrestling events, but nobody is inside of the arena. If this thing gets too bad, do you see boxing going to that, where they have matches with nobody inside of the arena?
I believe so. What was it? The Thursday, the day before they shut down the NBA, or that day they shut down the NBA, I flew from Pittsburgh to DC so I could commentate the Kirkland Hernandez fight for DC for FS1. And as soon as I landed, they was like, "Yo, I called my wife, tell her I landed. She's my manager and everything. So checking on the driver, and she's like, "Yo, everything shut down." So they were talking about possibly doing it without a crowd, but then they were like, "Nah, not right now." But I believe if it goes on too long, they're gonna have to, because it's generating money for everybody. Everybody's out of money right now.
Yeah.
Out of work.
Right. Thanks, champ. Stan, go. Can you chime in on that, please?
Well, no, I was gonna ask you guys. I've heard that the UFC, the Tony Ferguson Khabib fight, it's still gonna happen in April. They're not talking about the venue. Dana White hasn't said where the venue is gonna be, but I'm just curious to see if they're gonna have fans at that fight or not. That's gonna be next month in April. So I'm very curious to see if they're gonna have fans or not. What are your thoughts?
That would be a negative.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that'd be a negative. I don't think they could, because they're putting everybody in jeopardy. And this is right around the time where they saying the virus is about to hit really, really. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, there's a cycle. I don't know the exact terminology, but just the way that I understand it is when you get sick, there's a cycle that happens. There's a cycle of exposure. Then there's a cycle of being contagious. Then there's a cycle of people having it. And then there's a cycle of people recovering from it. That full cycle could be up to 60 days, because you figure you got a family of. That's one of the biggest reasons why the stay home ordinance is so important, because let's say if you're sick, there's an opportunity for it to run through your entire family with minimal symptoms versus you going out. Now your immune system's weak. You're around this person. And so I think because of the cycle, I honestly don't think they're going to start doing anything. And probably might be like June or July, but you know, that's what I'm thinking is like June or July, just because of how the cycle goes when things happen like this.
Wait. Luke, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry, man. You so quiet up there, man. Everybody, this is Luke Cattell. I did announce him earlier. Luke, I'm so sorry, man. I apologize. Luke, can you chime in on that?
On this, I think we're going to see Indian casino fights. I think that at some point, people are going to be really hurting for money. And in May, you're going to see people doing crowdless fights in Indian casinos. And I think it could bring up an interesting issue around state athletic commissions, because some people might not observe the same rules as the state athletic commission if they go through an Indian casino. And I think we could be looking at an issue, at least in California or other states, where a major promoter might go, why would I go to the athletic commission unless I have to for a larger arena? I think that's where we're kind of trending. I think for the UFC, they're going to probably do it offshores or in Dubai. That would be my guess. But you're going to start to see these weird situations. That's my guess.
Very interesting. Anybody want to chime in, piggyback off that? Coach Peak, hold on. Yes, Coach.
Did he say that it would have it in
Dubai? Yes.
How are you gonna have anything in Dubai or any other country when this is global? This is a global pandemic. This is not a pandemic that just deals with one specific area. We're talking global, and it's not under control yet. You know, I mean, we're dealing here in the United States. We haven't even peaked yet. We haven't even hit the spike yet. Okay, so I don't see where anyone can really have anything, because it puts too many people in jeopardy. We're talking about a war that we have never had any experience with. And this war is a virus. We don't have control. We do not have control. Okay, so I just can't see it happening, gentlemen, anywhere. Not until they have they've hit the peak and they've got the curve and it's going down. I mean, we will come out of this. I know we'll come out on the other end, but it's not. I agree with Lanisha when she's talking about somewhere around June, July. That's where I think we may be headed.
Okay, well let me ask somebody that's on the scene. Brent, you in Hollywood?
Yeah.
What are you doing down there?
I'm chilling, but I had a question. Like, okay, for y'all in the boxing game and everything, I'm a big boxing fan. I'm just a casual fan. I'm not on the inside like y'all. I just want to see them, I just want to see a good fight. And is it unreasonable to let everybody just chill out till the summertime? Let them get back to fighting. Let them fight fat. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta be in shape. Let them fight. If you can fight, who got hands? It's about these. And I'm just saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to see it. Fuck it. I want to see Joshua. I want to see Fat Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Fatter Fury. You know what I'm saying? Some of them don't even look like they were training anyway. So I want to see all that. I want to see Fat Canelo.
So let them take a break, hiatus, and then come back and just fight.
Come back fat, man. Everybody, Mikey Garcia, fatter. I want to see fat Errol Spence, fat. You know what I'm saying? Fat parents, fat everybody. I want to see the coaches fatter. I want to see everybody just bigger and happier. It's gonna look like family reunion fight then. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I think it's gonna be a little bit different. No, don't worry about all these weights and all that. I know that's been in the past, but just for right now, for the outbreak, yeah, either that or they gonna have to fight with some long sleeve shirts. You know, or
Right.
some ass. They could fight with the mask on, right? It's cool. It's paper. Y'all can fight with them on, right?
All right, let me get to Coach Daniel Grandy.
Yeah, what's up, Stokes? How you
What's
doing?
going on? I'm doing great. Everybody, this is Coach Daniel Grandy out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who's joining us. AD, have you been listening to what we've been saying, talking about?
I've been listening and not listening at the same time. To be honest, we outside training right now in front of my door.
Oh man, okay. So basically, don't worry about it. Basically, I want to bring you in on a conversation, and basically it's just talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19, and how you guys, what you've been doing as far as training. You know, and I know I follow you on social media. You guys really have not been letting it stop you, but you know, for any other coaches that may need assistance or some cues, what have you guys been doing?
I mean, basically, we just pretty much brought the gym to the house. I mean, we doing what we can on that in that aspect. I mean, bought a heavy bag, couple pairs of gloves, ropes, a few little other things, little odd things. So working out in the house, using the neighborhood. I mean, within a little ratio, we can go like jogging around the block. I mean, just trying to stay busy. You know, for me, it's I don't know. Everybody's different. I love the gym, but I started my sons in the house, so it's like it's not that big of a deal to me to be in the house. Like that's where we started at. So, I mean, I just been making the best out of it. And honestly, being as though I can just focus on what we're doing, I've been saying, more productive things. I miss all my other kids, of course, but it's just been like I don't know. So this time I've been using it wisely. It's needed for us, honestly, for us to focus on, what we do on our level with just us for a minute and then get back to everybody else. I mean, not in a selfish way, because I actually miss all the other kids too.
You were saying you miss the other kids. Has it been difficult for you to, not be there? For you not to be there personally, where you can reach out and say, "Hey, man, has that been tough?" Because some kids need to be in the gym. Other kids, you can tell them to do something, they're gonna do it. So, has that been the issue?
Oh, definitely an issue. Like I said, I've been trying to reach out to the other children. A lot of my kids that I train is their fathers are my friends, so it kind of makes it a little easier. So I've been kind of reaching out to the fathers and just trying to keep them busy. I don't know if you've seen a little Tank Mikata there on social media punching tires in the yard. Like we just trying to do whatever we do. Yeah, just trying to keep them busy. Actually got the other kid, Tion, and his dad. We standing here with us, so we actually live in the same community. So we just trying to keep them busy as possible. So like, you gotta make the best out of this. I mean, it's a terrible time for the entire world. There's really nothing much we can do. So we just gotta try to make it work. I guess in every act, just staying fit as possible. So because my fear is that once they, God willing, release us back out, then it's like, all right, well, this tournament continue, and then these kids be out of shape. So that's my fear right now.
Right. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I know you heard the Olympics have been pushed back until next year. So I want to ask each and every one of you guys this question. With the Olympics being pushed back, some of these kids are talking about going pro, and others maybe staying there. Coach Mustafa, being that you shook your head, brother, I want to dive right into this. If you have a kid that was slotted to go to the Olympics, now he's like, it's pushed back and he got to wait another year. Do you go to the big dance or do you stay back? Because the only reason why I say that is because normally you always have a sleeper that come out of nowhere and upset somebody. Always.
True. And there's also a sleeper that companies want to sign these fighters who may be in a situation where they need their money. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
A lot of these guys, they got kids, expecting children, living with their mothers, tough situations. So I think everybody kind of like got their own situation. I understand both parties. It's a lifetime thing to go to the Olympics and possibly medal. But you know what I'm saying? If you made it that far to win the Olympic trials, then I'm not to tell you got companies willing and ready to sign you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's a real tempting thing. Guys who didn't win, I got a guy who didn't win, and you get offers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine the guys that did win. You know what I'm saying, and do it then naturally. They probably getting some. It's a real tempting. I saw the guy Keyshawn Davis was thinking about it, and I can't blame him. I'm pretty sure he got some. The guy won what 3 or 4 straight nationals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's a big time prospect. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's very tempting for these guys. I can see why they go either way. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth a thought. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. So you would take the money, you would take the bag and run, or would you wait?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
go.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Luke, can you talk about that, big dog?
Yeah, for sure. So with that one, I think what it just comes down to is we're going to go into an economic depression more than likely. So it's going to come down to, does it representing America mean that much to you? Like a kid like Raheem Gonzalez, that's been his dream. His dream more has been to be a Olympian, or at least from my experience with him, than to even be a pro boxer. But then you have these blue chip guys like Delonte Tiger Johnson, like Keyshawn, like even a Richard Torres. And then you come down to kind of think about what's the economics versus staying in the Olympic system and seeing if it will be 2021 right now planned or 2022. And that's just a decision that comes down to probably your financial situation and how much does the Olympics mean to you? And do you believe it will be seen that much?
Well, very good answer. Very good answer. Stan the man. What do you think about that?
I think everything is going to be on hold. But if you're an amateur and you pretty much reach the Olympics, you might as well hold off and fight for the Olympics. I mean, it's a dream come true. It's every fighter's dream. I mean, if I had a chance to go back in the amateurs and I qualified for the Olympic trial, the box office, made the Olympic team, I would definitely hold off till the Olympics for sure. It's only about another year.
Got you. Cunningham, what do you think about that, brother?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Stan, man. Like you know, when we were amateurs, you know, the Olympics was everything. You know, it was the world. So you can only make the Olympics once. You know, you can turn pro whenever. You know, so I'd lean more towards waiting. You know, and like I put my son in that position. If my oldest 17-year-old made the team and he, you know, it's, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'd try to make him lean more towards waiting, because that's, I mean, Brother Nazim said this. He said going to the Olympics for his kid and the other guys he trained that went. He said it was more special than winning a world championship. You know, even just making the Olympic team, because you can count on your hand how many dudes you know made the Olympic team. We know there's tons of world champions. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you know, making the Olympic team and then possibly medaling, that's a little more unique. You know.
Steve, you went through the process, but difference between signing a contract when you are an Olympian, when you're not.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
But you know what? That our year, man, kind of messed it up, man. That 2000 squad. Yeah. You know, everybody got signing bonuses, big signing bonuses. Lou DiBella, he said America Presents. You know, David Reed even got a big signing bonus the Olympics before that. And then you come into the 2000 Olympics, about 6 guys got big signing bonuses, and only 2 of them really panned out to do something. So that signing bonus ain't there no more like it was, unless you medal, unless you silver or gold. You know, but still making the team is that influence. You know, as Coach Mustafa said, he got dudes who's getting called now. You know, so people, they're watching. I was just at the Nationals in December, and there were a few big wheels in the crowd. You know, Prince, Jay Prince was there, Kushner. I mean, what's the other guy named? Deontay's promoter. I forgot his name, but white guy, he was there. You know, there were tons of people representing promotional companies there, and they were just picking guys, talking to guys. So, you know, they see the work you do. You know, I mean, look at myself. I didn't make an Olympic team, but you know, I became a 2-time world champion, and they're looking at those type of guys more so than they are the Olympian guys, because they're oversaturated with offers.
Right. Thanks, champ. I'm gonna get you Coach Peak. Hold on. Hey, Danny D, can you elaborate on that? Danny, you there?
Coach, I'm here, Coach. What you say?
Yeah, can you elaborate on that? Do you hear it?
Yeah, I hear you now. What was it about? Fill me in. I was in the middle of training.
Being that the Olympics got pushed back, you have a lot of kids that are talking about turning pro now, you know. So if it was your sons, would you wait a year or would you take the bag and go?
I mean, honestly, you know, my answer to that question is going to be a tad bit biased because we, you know, platform-wise, we have a little platform, so I'll probably wait and stick around for Olympics to begin with. But if it's a kid that need that, I would honestly wait it out. I mean, build a little bit, gain on their skill, and, you know, take advantage of it. In the same aspect, like I said, if you got a platform where you can push and make the money, I understand that too. But if you're like just, you know, only known in the boxing community and you want to build your name up a little more, then I think it's more better to wait and then build up a nice fan base, because you see what that does. You know, Ryan Garcia, for instance, fan bases, I mean, putting behind the seats and selling tickets, so you might want to wait if you need the platform. That's just in my opinion.
Got you. Definitely. Thanks, Coach. Coach Pete, you want to weigh in on this? Oh, and just Keyshawn Davis started training with Coach Gloria Peak. She was the one that taught him how to throw them combinations, all that. She don't get talked about. I don't know if you know about that or not, any of you guys, but she the one that started Keyshawn. Keyshawn was too small to play football, and he came up inside the boxing ring, the gym, and she had to. What's the story, Coach? Tell the story.
I trained Keyshawn from the time he was 8 until he had just turned 17 when I left Norfolk, and he went on to USA Boxing. So Keyshawn is technically my first Olympian. And as far as, you know, whether or not, you know, an athlete, whether it's Keyshawn or anybody else, should, you know, you've done all that hard work. You've made it to the biggest stage in the world. Okay. The Olympics is the biggest stage in the world, you know, outside of all even your pro fights and all that. I mean, the Olympics stops the whole world. Everybody stops and watches and pays attention to the Olympics. And yes, they may not do those signing bonuses and anything anymore, understandably why, but you know, once you've made it to the Olympics and you've medaled, okay, you've gotten, you know, definitely that gold or that silver, you know, your value goes up. Your value goes way up with these promoters and stuff, because it's easier to promote somebody who's a gold medal winner or, a silver medalist, and they have the skills and the ability, you know, that someone like Keyshawn has. So, you know, my thing is, you've worked that hard, you know, to get there. One more year, you know, is not a detriment. It's not going to take anything away. If anything, it's going to add. And, you know, I feel that, you know, an athlete, unless like, I think it was Coach Mustafa said, you know, if they're in a situation where they have kids and, you know, they're living with parents or something like that, there's those kind of situations going on. Yeah, maybe you might want to go ahead and try to turn pro and, you know, work your way up the ladder. But, you know, why start at the bottom rung or the middle rung when you can go ahead and start up towards the top? And, you know, so I think that definitely they should go for the Olympics. And like I said, we're only talking one more year. That's nothing. That's going to fly by in no time.
Granted. Mr. Brent.
You already knew I had something to say, huh?
I did. I saved the best for last.
All right, look, I'm gonna say this, man. I see both sides of the story, but when it come down to it, man, you can't let no little virus stop you, man. From getting to the Olympics, man, for real. It's like they say, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's bigger than everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that for y'all to even get to the Olympics like that means y'all super athletes and stuff, man. Like, that ain't something to just pass up, you know? Shit, yeah. Magic played with a real virus and went to the Olympics and got gold. You feel what I'm saying? Got a whole gold medal and everything with the real virus. This ain't nothing compared to the one he had. He played half a season. He was an all-star. 40 points.
The whole squad was stacked though, man. They was gonna get a goal regardless.
He led the team with a real virus. He was coughing and everything, He wasn't missing no games, and he didn't let it stop him. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
all right. So, hey, I appreciate that. Hey, I want to change venues right now. Did everybody see the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury match? Everybody saw it, correct? I want to chime in, and I want to go first straight to a man that fought him, that knows him, and Steve. I saw the video of you talking about the glove and what went on. Can you please talk about that again, man, for me? Would that be okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, man. And listen, first I gotta say, that was the first fight that I was doing all that demonstration for. I didn't see any glove issues in the second fight, but I saw people talking about the glove probably 2 weeks before I mentioned it, you know, and my first reaction was somebody photoshopping pics out here. Does that crap look crazy? They photoshopping pics, and then I saw the video footage and was like, whoa, your glove don't move like that with your knuckles in it. So from there, I let it ride for about another week, and then I had some brothers, you know, I was talking to some guys like, yo, let's do an interview, and then boom, I said my piece. I'm like, yo, it looks fishy. It looks very suspect. You know, it doesn't look like his hand is in the glove fully. I know for a fact that some people train to do that. Shoot, I got hit on the side of my face. You guys can see where it's dented at. My cheekbone has been dented in a world championship fight because a guy hit me with the wrist of his hand. But I know Deontay, he pulls it down. I mean, Fury's pulling it down and it's floppy. No, there's no way the glove is going back like that unless you're dislocated in the wrist. So, you know, I posed that question. I did my video, and, you know, now people are like, well, do it with your hands wrapped and taped, and then it's going once I do it like that, then it's going to be, oh well, go get into a fight and do it, and you know, so it's not going to be satisfying for everybody. I understand people have their own opinion. They you know, it's like a religion, you know. You say this is right, I say it's wrong. I can show you, or you can show me 10 things out of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and false teach this and that. Same thing with this, you know, there's a lot of fans involved. It's fanaticism, you know, people love Fury. So if you say anything, and I know, because there were times I've done dumb stuff and people back me on it, you know, just because they were my fans, you know. So it's the same thing here. It's like they don't see it. I'm not questioning the jab, the flick jab. I'm not questioning none of that. I am questioning that left hook. When he's throwing the hook, the front of the glove is back here. And the way it moves in motion, and then it hit his shoulder and just bobbled. Nobody's glove does that when the hand's fully in. So that's been my whole issue. And of course, I've been getting chewed up by the Fury fans, but it is what it is. I'm sticking with my guns. I've never seen that. And lastly, Joey Spence, the young kid, he's the latest professional boxer to mention it. And he trained in Detroit. And he's like, they teach that. He said, I've seen it for years. So, I mean, I'm not crazy. I know what I see. It looked funny. I mentioned it.
Did that make a difference in the fight?
Did it make a difference? I believe it. What it does is damage. You know, it's extra damage, because why do we have pads on our gloves for anyway? If we're fighting bare knuckle, let me know we're fighting bare knuckle. You know, when you pull the wrist down when you pull the knuckle down to the wrist, you now have the knuckle part exposed with no padding over it, and you can see where the punch lands. The glove part lands up here, but the knuckles is right here. So, I mean, in the fight, that's more damage. You know, that is more damage. You're getting hurt. Of course, you know how it is in a fight. I've been in fights. I don't feel pain per se unless it's a shot, you know, or I'm down.
Yeah.
All pain is just like a thudding blow, you know, boom, boom, boom. Some of them are flash knockdowns, you know, but damage is damage, you know. I'd rather get hit with the padding over the knuckle than that thin little layer that's over the wrist, you know.
Right. Yes, Brent, what's going on?
I just wanted to ask Champ a question, man. Like, does it really matter though? 'Cause I feel like y'all warriors, man. I feel like y'all mindset is, man, like, I'll whoop him, you know. And I feel like, yeah, you can have certain advantages, and somebody might want to stack up as many advantages as they could possibly. But I've seen y'all take down dudes that's known steroid users and everything, and be like, I don't care, I still whoop him. I still want to fight him tomorrow. I get, yeah, that's a bit of an advantage, and I learned something with all that. But man, I feel like Fury will whoop that dude 10 out of 10, you know, just on skills.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of the people they're saying like, oh well, Fury would have beat him, this and that, or Deontay got his butt kicked. What y'all bitching for? You know, or that's why y'all bitching. And my thing is, if Deontay did this, I'd say something. My thing is, there are rules in boxing for a reason. You know, I know I fought dudes on the steroids. I beat a couple and got robbed by a couple. I know, and Tarver popped on the test, fought to a draw. So I know I fought guys on the juice. I know there are rules. Shoot, I fought Fury and he literally cheated to beat me. So there are rules for a reason. You know, the things Fury did to me in the fight, people are like, well, why you didn't do something like, and I'm like, if I'd have did it, I'd have got disqualified. You know, if I would have did it, that'll show the world that what I've been training to do doesn't work, because I don't train to do that stuff. You know, I train within the rules of boxing. So there's rules for a reason. Now, a champion's supposed to be like that. Hey, I don't care if the dude bring a gun in the ring, I'm still fight. That's what a champion's supposed to do. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. But that's why you have a team. That's why you have a coach. That's why you have a trainer in the corner, a commission. That's why we have rules, you know. But let me know we fighting bare knuckle and I'm cool. You know, we could do that too. You know, not just you, you know, because let me know. I want to take my damn gloves off too.
Right. Thanks, Sam. Hold on. Coach Peak first, and then Stan, I'm gonna get you second, and then down want to get Luke. Hold on. Coach Peak.
Yes.
Go ahead, chime in, please.
All right. Well, I didn't, you know, I'm not sure about that glove thing. I really didn't, you know, notice it. You know, what I looked at in the fight, you know, was the skill level. And what I have found is that Dante Wilder is a one-dimensional fighter. He's one-dimensional, okay? Outside of a right hand, he has little to nothing else in the toolbox. When a fighter goes into the ring, they're like a carpenter, they're like any other businessman. They got a toolbox. And in that toolbox, they got to have all the necessary tools they need to win the match, okay? They've got to have the combinations. They've got to have the uppercuts. They got to have the footwork. They got to be able to move right, left, back, forward. They've got to be able to do a whole lot of things. But if you're one-dimensional and you only have one thing to draw on, your chances, you know, of really, you know, coming out on top all the time is not good. And you know, I've watched Dante for a while, and he takes a lot of unnecessary abuse just to get off that one thing, the right hand. Okay, I really didn't notice the other thing. I was looking at the fact that, you know, he wasn't able to pull anything else out of the toolbox to help him in the situation that Fury had put him in. So, you know, I just saw him losing the fight on the fact that, you know, he didn't have what it takes to win the fight.
The hand had nothing to do with it. He would have lost regardless, you feel? I
think he would have lost regardless of the hand. I mean, I agree with Coach though. There are rules, and that's wrong. If you just like what's his name that had used the almost like the plaster of Paris in his glove. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. He got those are
Margarito.
Trinidad
Margarito.
Yeah, babe, that's it. But you know, you can't do those kind of things. That's you know, you've got to be dealt with when you break those kind of rules and stuff. So I agree. If Fury was doing something that was illegal with the wrists and stuff, then he was wrong and he should have been dealt with. But Wilder would have lost the fight.
All right. Thanks. Stan.
Yeah, I was just gonna chime in on just referring to what Brent was asking earlier. Does little things matter? And as you would agree with me, Coach, and with Steve would too, boxing is a mental sport. It's 90% mental, right? So if you have a mental edge, you're gonna beat the opponent. So I'm pretty sure because of whatever Tyson Fury, if he had it or not, after the second round, he was mentally stronger than Deontay Wilder was. So he was able to beat him. So that's all I was gonna say.
Thanks. I got you, Coach. Hold on. Hey, Luke.
Yep.
Hey, can you touch up on that topic?
Well, for me, I was in the gym in the same gym as Fury 2 days before that fight. So I just thought I was gonna knock him out because of how serious he was. And there's not anything deep about it. I just have to, as for the glove, I have to take the word of the Nevada State Athletic Commission just because I adhere to commissions. I understand sometimes they make mistakes, but I trust Nevada over maybe a smaller commission like Mississippi, where I'd go, okay, maybe we should inspect it. And the other thing I'd look at is if this is true about the glove, which it may or may not be, I think Fury's going to have a lot of scrutiny going into the next fight around that. So I think any commission, which will probably be the Nevada Commission, will look very deeply at his hand wraps or look at the gloves 3 or 4 times. So I think the positive out of all this is if something did happen, to make awareness of it, make it be known, and I'm sure the commissions will do their part to look at it.
Thank you, brother. Coach Mustafa.
Brother, I believe that Fury just got Wilder's number. You know what I'm saying? I believe he had a superior game plan strategy, and I thought that was good. I thought he would stop Wilder. When I saw he was talking about he gonna attack him, make him fight going backwards, I saw him. The glove does look suspect, but I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? It does like it's sliding, but he's 6'9". He got big hands. He could be slapping with his hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it does look suspect. But I'd say, like Coach Pete was saying, I believe that Fury's just a better fighter than Wilder. I used to always think that there's no way this guy could be doing this. You know what I'm saying? He has so many technical flaws. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that. And Fury took it to him.
I felt
off the line with his punches, and
I felt the same way. I used to always see Wilder, and I'd be like, man, he's he's not even one dimensional. I was just like, he will catch you with that hell of a.
It amazed me that there's no way that you can't take away his right hand.
Right.
It ain't like he got many good things. He has one. So you know what I'm saying? Not some getting lost, whatever. But I kind of saw and I felt when I saw the interview Fury saying that he was gonna knock Wilder out. I believe he completely caught Wilder off guard.
Right.
Wilder did not expect him to come forward like that. And by the time he realized what was happening, it was too late. His confidence was shook. It was shot. He was a little off equilibrium. And Fury had a full head of steam, and Fury just finished the job, if you ask me.
When I knew it when they came out in the center ring, and when he backed him up, I was like, hold up. Ain't nobody ever backed him up like that.
Exactly. A guy that big, the same weight, and he made it rough, leaning on him, pushing him.
Yeah.
Wilder wasn't used to that. Everybody scared of the right hand. So nobody went at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Great game plan by
Thanks. Danny, can you chime in on that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, I love the fight between Wilder and Fury. Was the glove questionable? Yeah, I'm kind of iffy about it. But again, like Mustafa just said, we all know Wilder lack a lot of things. I mean, he relied on a big power shot. I'm a Wilder fan, 100%. I mean, and it was a matter of time before technically somebody break him down, I feel. But if the case was he did cheat, I really wish they would expose it completely. I mean, to let it out because there's no room for that in the sport. But nevertheless, I mean, I feel like it'll get swept on the rug. We'll never know. And I mean, I'm just looking forward to a third fight, and we'll see for good. I mean, who's what?
You want to see a third fight, D? You really want to see one?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely,
Okay.
I want to see
Okay.
a fight. They keeping the heavyweight bracket alive, man. I love it. I mean, anytime there's controversy around it, controversy sells tickets. So I mean, it's keeping it alive, bro. I love it.
Hey, Danny, I want to ask you this though, man. Will they both beat Joshua?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Straight up and down stiff. And I mean, we've seen him in trouble, and he looked terrible. I mean, I'm not a huge Anthony Joshua fan. I'm gonna be realistic. So I think both of them are beating. I think Wilder are hurting. I think Fury are outboxing.
Hey, you really good, man, when it comes to that, brother. Look out on bet, man. If I was a bet, man, I'd be calling you every Friday.
Hey, man, you don't need both. I wish I bet too.
Hey, everybody. Hey, this is exclusively a roundtable. But before I get off, I want to go around to each and every one of you guys, give you a chance to plug yourself, tell everybody your social media handles, how they can follow you, how they can get in contact with you, your business, all that. So I'm gonna start off up top with Coach Peak. Hold on, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Okay. You can reach me through either or follow me on my Instagram. I have a Facebook and a video. Facebook,
YouTube.
Instagram, and
YouTube.
YouTube. I almost forgot. And each one of them, it's Coach Gloria Peak, all one word. Coach Gloria Peak. And hit me up. I'd love to stay in touch with you guys, chat up. If I can do anything for you, let me know.
Are you doing any personal privates right now, or you waiting till the coronavirus is over with?
We're gonna have to wait till the coronavirus is over. No personal.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Coach. My man Brent. Hey, how everybody follow you, Brent?
Y'all can check me out on Brent the Comedian, comedian Brent Taylor. Check it out on Instagram, YouTube, Brent Taylor Comedy, any of those. Just Brent Taylor Comedy. You can Google it. I'm on All Def Digital right now. Got my own channel, Brent Taylor Comedy right now. Just got a couple things I'm doing right now. Got a show coming out with TMZ that I'm doing. I got a lot of little stuff, but just Brent Taylor Comedy, man. Just support, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks, Brent. Yes, Mom. Yes.
Hey, tell Brent if he needs a sidekick, I'm available.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Coach B.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Stan the man. How can we get in contact with you, brother?
Yeah, you guys all can follow me on Instagram, Stan the Man 85. Also on Facebook, Stan Martinek, or my fan page, Stan the Man Martinek. After this coronavirus, I'm sure once everything gets back to normal, I'll be back in the ring doing my thing.
Cool. Thank you, Stan. My brother Luke.
Luke Boxing on IG, Lukey Boxing on Twitter, ITR Boxing on YouTube, and you can watch some videos I've done with Stan and Coach Stokes. That's a great entry point. That's pretty much it.
Luke, I love you, man. You my dude, for real. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys, my wife introduced me to Luke, and she was like, yeah, he's really into boxing. So I was like, when I saw him, I was like, this dude? And she was like, yeah. But then getting to know Luke, man, he is a walking encyclopedia when it comes to business, when it comes to videography, when it comes to boxing. So Luke, man, look at me, bro. Look at me. Can you look at me? Hey, I want to tell you, man, I really appreciate you for being on my YouTube channel, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a lot more, but he's a hell of a creator when it comes to videography. Definitely. Everybody go follow him, all right?
Salute. It's nothing. We're just people. So it's all good. It's all love.
Problem. Thanks, man. Coach Mustafa.
Yes, y'all guys can follow me at Mustafa's Box on Instagram and on Facebook, Mustafa Meekins. Basically, I just do a lot of box tutorials and just network with other coaches. I try to I know it's Corona going on right now, but as soon as I like to take my guys around, especially the East Coast, up and down, and sparring, amateur shows, pro shows, whatever like that. So anybody want network, I definitely would love to. Once again, Mustafa's Boxing on Instagram.
Hey, coach, I got a question.
Okay.
Right fast. Cat run up on you with $5,000 right fast. He ain't coughing, but he coughing a little bit, but he got a mask on. But he wants you to hold pass for him for 1 round. You gonna do it?
$5,000.
$5,000.
You about to get to it.
Word up, my man. Let's go, Coach Daniel Grandy, baby. It's all you.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, what's up, bro? Everybody, y'all can follow us at everything is Grandy Twins. Grandy Twins Boxing on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I mean, like I said, everything's about my sons. It ain't really about me. It's their mission. I'm just here to, help out. So all our pages on the Grandy Twins, Grandy Twins Boxing. It's been a pleasure talking to all y'all on the panel, all y'all coaches. Keep up the great job, and hopefully we can get back to work soon.
Definitely. Hey, I just want to give a little story on Danny. I saw his boys on social media, so I reached out to him. So then we started helping out. It was like helping out with our tool, my wife's tool, the ball on the band. And then I said, we're gonna come to Philly. He's like, all right then. So as soon as we got to Philly, Philly rough, man. Philly rough. I'm from New York, but Philly's rough. My wife's not used to that. She looking at me, she's like, you better be good. You better be sure that we're gonna be good when we go to the part of Philadelphia. I said, baby, I don't know where we're going, but I just got a feeling my man gonna take care of us. Yo, let me tell you, where we go in West Philly, we don't worry about nothing. Because why? When you situation yourself with real people, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about it. So he gave us the pass in Philly. So every time we go there, we ain't gotta worry about nothing. D, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate that.
Already know, man, y'all family. The saga continues. It's a lifetime bond.
No doubt. Thank you. Baby, it's on you. Where can they find you?
On your page, Coach Stokes _boxing. You can find me on his page. Or trying to interrupt all his videos and things like that or work in the background. But no, your page.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Yep.
USS, last but not least, brother. Steve, can you hear me?
Everybody, yep, you got me?
Yep.
Everybody can just check me out on Instagram, USS Fight Academy. That's my gym's name page. Detailing all of my guys and myself a little bit. My page is the Real USS, and the comic book Instagram is USS Comic 76. Check it out, please. It's coming out real soon. I got all kind of stories turning fighters into superheroes. All right, starting with myself and Mansoor, our first comic book.
That's great.
Who?
Mansoor, Hardcore Mansoor, Amir Mansoor.
Yeah, Amir. Yeah, I remember y'all fought each other.
Yeah. So that's what I got the green light from him to go ahead and use his name, image. We can, so my first comic book is going to be basically our battle, a fight. It's a deep story, man. It's not just the only thing boxing in it. I'll say is us,
Yeah.
But when you can go on USS Comic 76, check out the pics, and you see the art. And man, I'm actually on my way home now to finish drawing and writing the word bubble. So check that out, y'all, and join up, please. It's gonna be a ride.
Yo, that is super dope, man. Yo, man, I never thought, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember seeing you in Fort Huachuca when we fought in the armed forces, and it was like Navy, Army, Air Force, and Marines, and we just trying to kill each other. But yo, I would have just never thought that I'll be able, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing right now. So everybody, I just want to tell y'all, man, y'all, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to Coach Stokes Roundtable, keeping it real. And I'm gonna see you next time. But this is Coach Stokes, and we out.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace.